initial ads, which is just the ad where, say you go to Forbes.com and then you click a link and you're shown an ad on a full page, and then you can either click on the ad or you can click skip this ad to go to the actual content you're looking to. That's like a transition ad. Media buys typically require a large budget, and some of the companies want as much as $10,000, $20,000 to even start with you. So it's not for new people really to get involved in. There is ways to do it on a smaller scale. Big companies will do media buys on sites like CNN.com or the very high traffic sites, and they'll do it for branding purposes sometimes. But I got to stress, it's not for beginners, that type of media buying. But then there's more of the small scale media buys, and this is looking at buying ad spots on blogs. If you found a blog, let's say offered talked about makeup and how to put it on and lipstick and all that good stuff, and then you went to CPA Network and you found an offer for a free sample of Revlon lipstick, and you said, well, there's a good match right there. Why don't I contact that blog owner, see if he'll let me put an ad up, let me put a banner up on his blog for the free sample of Revlon lipstick. Then when his readers click on my ad and go and enter their email address or fill out a form for the lipstick, then I'll get paid from the CPA network. So that's one way to do it as well. That works very well. I buy ads on blogs all the time. You can buy text links and newsletters as well. So a lot of sites that, if they have a big following, odds are they have a newsletter that goes out, and forums especially, and you could buy a text link in the newsletter that's advertising either your site or somebody else's site, or a CPA offer if you wanted. Another way people do it is they go on forums in that niche and they just put the offers in their signature file. So whenever they post, people can see the offers right there. Some forums don't allow that, so you got to be careful. Make sure you read the rules. And you can also buy ad spots on forums in your niche, so that's another good way to do it as well. The other thing I just wanted to mention, there's always a discussion of black hat versus white hat, and what that means. There's also gray hat, I guess, and pink and purple and yellow and whatever else color. But black hat versus white hat, basically, if you're doing black hat, there's a couple definitions, but for our purposes right now, it means you trick somebody into filling out an offer. And how did you trick them? Well, a good example that has happened to that we've actually encountered quite a bit is people will go to Craigslist and they'll post a job offer, and then before they'll interview the person, they'll make them fill out a free credit report offer, and it's totally fraudulent, and it's just you're tricking the job applicant into thinking that, number one, they're applying for a real job, and number two, that they have to fill this out before you'll even interview them. So stuff like that, where you're tricking people blatantly, is black hat. And the only problem is you're not going to be paid your commissions when the CPA network catches you. And there's a lot of talk about how to hide your tracks and how to make sure the CPA network doesn't know what you're doing. But the thing is, the victims of these crimes, I'll call them, they will email the CPA network and tell them exactly what happened, provide screenshots, and provide links. And the guys who don't own a CPA network don't know that. So they think that if they just hide their tracks, then they'll never be caught and they'll be paid for all their fraudulent leads, and it's simply not the case. So that's just one example. There's a couple more that we've come across. That anything involving spamming Craigslist is not a long-term strategy. It's a very short-term strategy to do, and I wouldn't do it. But white hat just means you didn't trick them into filling out the offer. So everything was on the up and up. If you did send them to that free lipstick offer, they understand that they enter their email address, follow all the other steps, read all the fine print, and they will get their lipstick. But it's usually a fine line between the two. Okay, so just so you know the difference, if you hear that tossed around. Black hat originally came out just because it was more involved with gaming the search engines, trying to get higher rankings in the free traffic area, but it's expanded and to cover a whole lot of different meanings. So just moving along, is this a growing or shrinking business model? It's actually growing by leaps and bounds. Right now, there's a low percentage of businesses are advertising through CPA networks, and it's just a matter of they don't know about it yet, and they don't understand how powerful it is. If you look at local, like the local, I don't know, local real estate guy, and he doesn't know that people are going on to Google and searching for a realtor. So he spends all his money networking and advertising in the local newspapers and that sort of thing. But if he went online and just did a local campaign for his city, he would probably get about 10 times more leads than he does through his other means. So once people start catching on to that, and once businesses start catching on, it's just going to explode in growth. All it takes is one or two big companies, and things will explode too. And right now, we're the pioneers in this industry because it didn't even exist about 10 years ago. And the other thing is, the CPA model is basically recession-proof because no matter what the economy is doing, there's always going to be offers that can take advantage of the situation. And right now, like they're saying recession, and there's a lot of talk about people losing their homes and that sort of thing and going into deep debt and they can't afford to get out. Well, there's offers that debt counselors right now are making a killing because a lot of people need their help more than they ever have. And CPA networks have a lot of offers for debt counselors. So something like that, I mean, it's a bad time economically, but that sort of offer is working very, very well. And then just moving along, we're going to actually walk through a network now. So let's log in and see what a network looks like. So let's go to the one I know best, which is my own. And we set up a dummy account here. So this is my network, and I'm just going to show you the back end. And the reason I'm going to show you this one is because we're on a system that a lot of other networks use as well, called Direct Track. So the back end, I mean, we can change the colors and change the templates and that sort of thing, but it's basically all the same setup. There are some